Welcome to my course and thank you for enrolling. Columbia Business School professor Jonathan Levav and a few other researchers wanted to look at how judges of the law made their decisions. So they conducted a study in 2011 in which they analyzed more than 1,100 parole hearings for prisoners of 4 Israeli prisons made by 8 well-experienced judges over a 10-month period. These prisoners were convicted of crimes such as embezzlement, assault, theft, murder, and rape. Parole, as you may know, is the temporary or permanent release of a prisoner before the expiry of his or her sentence based on the prisoner's good behavior. The default decision of judges is usually that of a denial of parole. Approval is generally considered an exception. The researchers found, much to their surprise, that the outcomes of the parole rulings depended on when the judges made them. The judges' workdays were divided into 3 sessions, broken by 2 meal breaks, a morning snack break and a lunch break. And the parole cases were randomly assigned to the judges through the day. The study found that the likelihood of a favorable ruling was much greater at the beginning of the workday or immediately after a food break. It became lower and lower as the day progressed and was nearly zero towards the end of a session, just before a break, as you can see from that graph. Judges granted parole to 65% of the requests they heard at the beginning of the day's session and almost none or zero towards the end. Right after a snack or food break, approvals jumped back to 65% again. You can see the positive rulings change just before and after a break on that graph. The change is quite dramatic. So when hungry or tired or both, the judges became meaner, less generous, more strict and severe and preferred the default option of just denying parole. But when refreshed and well fed, they were more generous, much less mean, and were able to actively judge and decide and choose the favorable parole option for 65% of the cases, instead of choosing the default option of denial. Can such important decisions really be influenced by how hungry or tired we are? Surely we are capable of making sound and rational decisions most of the time, irrespective of such irrelevant factors. Are we?